Now, what do we always say? We don't make the rules. I always tell you this. I don't determine what's in the news, but it's our job to make fun of it. That's all I say. So with that said, that's my little qualification, my little caveat. There's a lot of stupid news in the headlines today, but no less important or no less fun, and we're going to talk about it all. A little bit of breaking news that just happened like literally minutes ago, and that's why I was late to the live cast today. But President Trump just made a massive new announcement about the census. We'll get to that in a quick second. But then we get to the stupid stuff. But again, no less important, the WNBA has caught its dildo thrower. Oh, by the way, here's another little caveat I'm going to throw out there. I am no longer constrained by the ridiculous rules of terrestrial radio, so I can say what I want. I am saying dildo. I'm not going to go through this entire podcast and try to edit myself and say, a green sex-shaped toy that... No, it was a green dildo. Everybody online is reporting it as one, and I'm going to say it. Capiche? All right. If you're offended by that, move along. I'll catch you tomorrow. But they did catch this kid. I have a conspiracy theory about this dildo thrower and the coverage of it, though, if you'll allow me to get that out there for marketing purposes about the WNBA. I have a conspiracy theory about this. We'll share that along, too. Superman has joined ICE, and apparently you can, too, and I can, too. I thought this was fake news at first. Massive signing bonuses to sign up for ICE. Now, it's already being downplayed by many on the left, saying there's no way people will do that. They hate ICE. Everybody hates ICE. Oh, slow down. I think this is going to be a massive recruiting effort, and I think it's going to be very popular, especially with guys my age. And we're gonna do one for the flight attendants today. There is a story that this was an American Airlines flight. This absolute D-bag was, and apparently he's a well-known pickleball coach. I don't know. I told you there were stupid stories. He was caught on a plane vaping in the bathroom, and he tries to cry victim by turning the tables on the flight attendant, and she was not having it. I'm going to do this whole story to wrap up today, just to give some credit and some props to flight attendants, because they put up with way too much, and you can see it and hear it in this lady's voice, where she is just, it's too much. You know what? As much as we get treated like crap as consumers on planes, the flight attendants have to deal with a lot more. So thanks for being here. Whew. Long-winded intro. Sorry about that. Let's get to it. First and foremost, thanks for finding the Wicked Radio live stream, all part of Wicked Wisdom with Bill Adams. Wherever you like to find us, subscribe, download, share, notifications, all that crap. I appreciate you as always, and it's been big this week, so I appreciate it. Let's get to the news, shall we? Breaking just minutes ago, which made me a little late. Fox broke it. Now it's on CNN. I just saw, I think it was on MSNBC as well. I don't know. Who knows how they're going to twist this. And this is a big one, guys. It really is newsworthy. Trump has ordered the Department of Commerce to begin work on new census that would not count people in the country illegally. Okay, so 3 elements here. The Department of Commerce on this one. Interesting. First point. A new census, very big point. And the biggest of all, would not count people in the country illegally. This is massive. This goes back to everything the Democrats have fought against. Because let's face it, everybody, it's fact now. It's understood, established fact about the entire border crisis that we just lived through and somehow survived for 4 years. It's not. They don't care about the people coming across the border illegally. They don't care about them. They wanted numbers to redistrict, more congressional seats. This was a big plan by the Democrats. We know that now. It's established fact. A lot of them have broken ranks and have admitted this. So this is big. A lot of people, like myself, said no. The last census they had done was about 2020. A lot of people had called for, I was a big favor of this, holding off on the census at the time because things were so different during COVID and that whole mess. What now, after COVID? And what I'm talking about with COVID is the exodus of people from blue states, and it was massive. I mean, this country looks a lot different than it did pre-COVID. It just did. Country shifted. A lot of people left California, went to Arizona and Texas. A ton of people left Massachusetts and New York and came down to where I am in Florida. A lot of people went to Tennessee. In other words, the country shifted. Congressional seats look different. That's a big reason why they're fighting for redistricting, to make it fair again, because it's a different country now. Isn't it time for a new census? Couldn't you make an argument about this? And, of course, the legality of it. People who are in the country illegally, and they know are here illegally, should they be counted in this census as American citizens? I would say no. I think the law would say no. But, man, this is going to cause a massive fight. I would dare say, of all the Trump policies so far, even deportations, even deportations and what ICE is doing. This call for a new census, this might be the biggest constitutional fight of all. This is a massive fight that's coming on the way, but just announced today, so we shall see. Let's get to the fun stuff. Breaking news, Superman has joined ICE. Huh? What? The Man of Steel is gonna wind up at a Home Depot parking lot running out of a Ryder truck, arresting illegals? Maybe not, or maybe so. I'm talking about Dean Cain. You know, played Superman at one time. Very conservative dude. He gets railed on social media. I mean, just people attacking him left and right. To his credit, he never backs down. Sticks to his opinions. He says, oh, they're already blacklisting me in Hollywood. Who the hell cares? Does his thing. He's a big supporter of the Trump administration. Goes on a lot of conservative podcasts. I happened to catch this yesterday, him promoting a new program from ICE. And I actually thought this was fake news until I heard him talking about it. Let's go to it now. Dean Cain, Superman himself, in one of the variations of the Superman series, talking about this new program from ICE. And then we'll get into the details and his update on it.
Hey, everybody. Dean Cain here. And for those who don't know, I am a sworn law enforcement officer as well as being a filmmaker. I felt it was important to join with our first responders to help secure the safety of all Americans, not just talk about it. So I joined up. And here's your opportunity to join ICE. You can earn lots of great benefits and pay. Yeah, since President Trump took office, ICE has arrested hundreds of thousands of criminals, including terrorists, rapists, murderers, pedophiles, MS-13 gang members.
Yes, we all knew that. And I didn't know he was a member of law enforcement. He followed up that video by saying, people were like, ragging on him, saying, you didn't do that, you didn't join it. No, he actually has signed up for ICE. But I was interested in the benefits program he was talking about. I'm like, wait, is it, what? Huh? What are you talking about? Sure enough, you go to joinice.gov, and it's almost like the thing I could think of was this was almost like a World War II recruitment video with the, promotional, and they were just patriotic propaganda posters and, film reels and all that stuff. And sure enough, there's Uncle Sam going, America needs you. All right, well, let's get to the details. What are they talking about here? Signing bonus, like Dean Cain had said there, $50,000. No more age cap on this. So middle-aged dudes like me who are all into a second career can join. Well, isn't that interesting? I know a lot of people who are first responders that, good for them, were able to retire early with full pension. They got a lot of time in their hands. $60,000 student loan repayment. 25% premium pay. Choose your mission. You can be a deportation officer, a criminal investigator, a general attorney. Wouldn't that be interesting? Wouldn't that be like, and I always think retired because they'd have more time in their hands. Like a retired attorney who wants to help out with this cause, apparently. It's absolutely true. Now, I've seen it already. I've already seen, like, they tried to make fun of Dean Cain for this. You're not really doing this, and you're a jerk for doing it. You're whatever. This is kind of fail. It's so stupid. If people really wanted to join ICE, they wouldn't have to advertise it. Really? I think the people saying that, who think this is going to be a fail, they don't really understand the kind of support and sentiment that goes into the ICE efforts here. If you're somebody that actually believes the polls and you trust them, pick whatever one you want. Because more and more, the support for ICE and that mission and deportation, or even with the illegals and self-deportation, which you're seeing now, it's got a lot of support. And I will tell you personally, I have a lot of friends, guys my age, we're in middle age now. You got time, but you happen to support this. Looking for something to do. The missus is driving you crazy in the house, maybe. I just have a feeling my funny bone is tickling, and I think there's a lot of, I say guys, but I'm sure women would too. Just a guess, and I'm not good at predictions. I would think this is going to be a massively popular program, especially with those hiring bonuses and the age cap. There's a lot of guys into their 40s and 50s that say, oh, they'd never hire me. I'm just too old. Now, in corporate America, we're all being told, especially white middle-aged dudes, oh, you're just unhireable now. I mean, it's true. I was told that before. It's just a matter of fact. A lot of us are told that. They're going the opposite direction. I don't know who in charge of Homeland Security put this program together, but it's freaking genius because they're reaching out to a segment of the population that would be very supportive of this. So we'll see, and I'll keep an eye on it. But the folks who are saying that this is going to be a massive fail, don't think so. I don't know. We'll see. It's amazing, though. But sure enough, right there, Uncle Sam going, I want you to support the efforts of ICE. Who the hell knows? All right, not ICE, and he's not going to be deported, but the WNBA has found their dildo thrower, or at least one of them. Like I said this in the introduction, if you're just hopping on now, I'm just telling you right now, I am no longer constrained by the ridiculous rules of terrestrial radio. I am not going to self-edit myself and try to word craft around the sex-shaped the object, the green. No, it's a green dildo. Let's frickin' say it. Everybody on social media is saying it, so I am too. So if you're offended by that, I'm sorry. It is what it is. But here's what happened the other night. This is the third time it's happened. Now it's not the same person. No, I don't think they've caught the original green dildo thrower. Let's go to Vegas. Let's go to Phoenix just the other night. Oh boy. It happened again. No, when it hits the court, watch the player who kicks it off to the side court there to get it the hell out of the way. And by the way, I think this is important to the story. A lot of the players were laughing about this. Maybe a lot of league officials, but they actually were. This was the latest incident from the other.
Before halftime. Oh, look out! Something just came onto the floor.
She kind of like kicks it out of the way. Get out of here. Get that out. Get out of there. Apparently in this incident now, this is relevant to the story, as the green dildo was making its way onto the court, I hit somebody in the back at first or whatever, so that's how they were able to like charge this kid with something. But they have the perp who apparently did this. They've got their man. I'll say kid because he's 18. Caden Lopez. He appeared in court yesterday after allegedly throwing the green dildo onto the court. It was the other night's Phoenix Mercury game. Now, he's accused of hitting somebody with the object. I think it hit somebody in the back and then before it landed on the court. So now they have something to charge him with. Now facing charges of assault and disorderly conduct. They got a statement from the kid in court. I think the judge asked him, what the hell are you doing? Why'd you do this? Why do you want this on your record? And his statement was, and I'm paraphrasing here, something to the effect of, well, it's part of a viral video trend, and I just kind of wanted to be a part of it. Okay, no, I get that. Now, all the statements from the players, especially league officials, though, I think a couple of coaches have chimed in saying, don't do this, don't throw it on the court, it's a danger. And it is. It's stupid when any fan throws anything onto a court. Let's get that out of the way. You ready for my conspiracy theory? Let me ask you this. Even more so than when Caitlin Clark, the face of their league, came onto the scene, which was big, right? People started paying attention to it. When Caitlin Clark got signed by the Indiana Fever, it's the first time a lot of people, this is the God's honest truth, even knew there was a WNBA, right? And that was big. This is about twice the publicity, good or bad. They say there's no bad publicity. With the green dildo incidents, 3 of them now, and now this kid arrested, they've never gotten so much publicity. They haven't. Now, I'm not going to go so far as to say that they've created this and they've put the dildo throwers up to it, because I don't think even an 18-year-old kid in Phoenix wants to be arrested for this. I'm not going that far. All I'm saying is, and this is my theory, I don't think the WNBA minds that much, because this is a massive trending story. They don't want to encourage this kind of thing. They would like to see it go away, I'm sure. But still, they're not exactly unhappy with it, right? Let's just put it that way. They're not exactly minding it anyway. So they caught their guy. Will there be any more? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Who the hell knows? All right, and one more thing. Flight attendants, we've said this many times on the live stream before. Flight attendants have gone through way too much these days. They put up with way too much. As bad as we get treated as customers, as passengers on planes, we're crammed into planes. They cancel flights all the time. They always, go out of the way to treat us like cattle. You can hardly get a full can of soda these days. All of that stuff. As bad as we get treated, who gets treated worse on flights in the airline industry? Flight attendants. They put up with way too much crap these days. Way too much. All right? So, This is a perfect example of that, and this is one of those things that's going to turn things around. This was an American Airlines flight earlier on in the week, and it was going back to San Francisco, I believe. So there's a guy on the flight that got caught red-handed vaping in one of the plane bathrooms, right? Vaping. So a flight attendant does her job, and she busts him, and he admits to doing it. That's not the issue. But then, of course, he takes out his cell phone, and he tries to flip the script and play victim in the whole incident on her. Later on, there's a postscript to this where he posted on video and tries to do this. None of this worked because apparently everybody in internet social media world has decided that this guy is the actual douche in this situation. Here he is. Here's the incident, and you'll see exactly when he tries to play victim where he says the flight attendant, "Put her hands on me." Ugh.
It's a hazardous fire.
I was actually sitting on the toilet. You were opening the door.
I don't care.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
You can keep saying you're sorry, but I care about
I got
all
it.
these cats.
Yes, I got it. Yes.
Okay, so it'll be on you, and I
Yes.
see you're recording
That's fine.
right
You're not
now.
allowed to do that.
Doing
Did you
that.
put your hands on me? She just put her hands on
No,
me.
she did
Yes, she
not.
did. She put her hands on
Why
me.
are
She
you
tried to grab my phone.
You're not
No,
supposed to be
but
smoking
yes, but
in
she
there.
put her hands on me.
All right. I think this is when he lost most people. When he posted the video, of course, he has to put it on his Instagram. And he's some kind of, the guy's name is something Nguyen. He's a pickleball coach. To make it even weirder. Self-described pickleball coach Peter Kobe Nguyen. I had no idea who it was. Like 25,000 Instagram followers. He posts this online and they completely flipped the script on him. He tried to play victim, and nobody is buying it, not even his followers. After this, it went so badly for him, he had to make his Instagram private because he was afraid of the backlash on this, and he was starting to lose followers, apparently. I don't know. But doesn't this just show you that the flight attendants go through it? That's an awful industry to be working in right now. I feel for them every single time. Are they as nice as they used to be on a whole? No, because they have to deal with so much crap. They have to deal with, we've talked about a ton of them. Drunk fights on planes, people misbehaving, people are mad. Basically, you have an airline industry now where you have mad customers, angry pilots even. A lot of them got fired a couple of years ago. You've got flight attendants who have to deal with all this crap, and they're working extra shifts and working hours. So I hope this one goes a long way to show that the flight attendants go through too much crap. And it was great. The great takeaway on this is people didn't buy this guy's crap as he tried to play victim. Admitted to vaping on the thing, and she's trying to tell him no. I don't know whether it's in the rules or not where she can grab his phone, maybe not, but who cares? Society has turned against this guy. Support our flight attendants, so I'm glad she got that out there. Good for her. And I hope American supports her as well. All right, I'm out of material. Got to get going. It's Thursday. Make it a wicked awesome Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll have all kinds of weekend prep to talk about. That's coming up as well. So make it a wicked awesome Thursday. Thanks for finding the live stream as well if you're watching later on replay or listening later on the audio podcast. Audio platforms, make sure you press subscribe so you know when we're going live as well. Thanks for finding me. Make it a wicked awesome Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.